What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the BreakZone. I'm JT.
And I'm Laurent.
And you guys just saw an amazing match here in round 2 here at the Boston Crystal Cup on our roads to nationals. It's just a lot of strong play for both players. Hardly any mistakes being made. Just a heads-up battle and grind all the way through. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We're about to take you guys here to round 3. It's just about to start. And what do you expect to see here?
Well, I can kind of see it. I don't really want to spoil it. Well, we still got more ice, I'm going to guess. Yeah.
All right.
Ice is still a thing.
Yeah, and if you guys noticed, as we go through, we're chatting with you guys here on our stream with the Square Enix channel. So if you guys have any questions, definitely post them up. We'll be talking to you guys there as we give you guys live coverage. Now we're going to go ahead and move straight on to round 3. So stick around. We hope you guys enjoy the match. All right, everybody, welcome back. Here at Swiss round 3 at the Boston Crystal Cup. And we're just about to start here.
Okay.
And it looks like Justin's going first, piloting Mono Ice, and Max here piloting Mono Water.
Yep. Starting off
Justin's going to start off right away with a 2-drop backup here. Looks like Max is going to pitch Realm into an Artemisian. Is he going to pitch more than just one card? Well, it looks like he doesn't like 2 of those cards. All right, he's going to go to the bottom. He's going to go ahead and draw 2 more cards. A great card, Artemisian. I really enjoyed the ability to cycle through, bad hands even after mulligans with Artemisian.
I do feel like Artemisian is a fairly aggressive card, actually, being that you're filling up your backup space by putting it out there. So it gives you less options to play backups afterwards.
Wow.
You're able to sculpt your hand a little bit better that way.
Wow, that kind of hurts me a little bit, seeing Justin pitch a Renoa for a Summoner. I would have played that Renoa because she's just one of the strongest cards in Ice. Hopefully he has a follow-up. He's really if he's really worried about summons because he's playing against a water deck. The Summoner might prove to be useful.
Yes, and so here we see Max playing a Leonara, and I think he discarded a Knight for it. Well, no, actually Porum. No, he searched for Porum.
Yes.
Oh, wait, he discarded Porum?
No, he should have been grabbing that card in his hand, I believe.
Oh, and I think he discarded afterwards to play his Scholar.
Right.
So now Max is up to 3 backups.
Very quickly, by the way. I like that. The Lenora into a Porum pitch to play a 2-drop. All of that off of just 3 CP. Wow, pitching a Jill and a Kuja. Play into a Setzer here. Those are a lot of very good tempo cards. He's going to grab the Castalian Sid.
Is he going to play the sit out?
He is going to play the sit out, pitching off
Harley,
and grabbing a lock. Looks like he's going to go straight into the FF6 package here from Opus 4 for the Ice. Both of these cards are heavily used in that package because of the ability to search for each other. Cetra searches for the others. So very strong play here. I'm not sure if you want to pitch a lot of those tempo cards, but he is on. Oh, he's going to pitch a Meryl Web to play into a Lena to bring back a Realm. And just like that, Max is up. He's going to go ahead and look at 5 cards to see if there's any monsters he can do with that. If he's able to, he's going to go ahead and get that green dragon there. Everything else goes to the bottom of his deck. And I believe he's going to pass his turn here. All right.
I mean, at this point, I think I'm not sure who's got the stronger hand right now.
Nobody really has control over the board right now. Both Lena and Realm aren't surprisingly large forwards, but here comes an Orphan.
Oh goodness!
Wow, that Orphan. Whew, it's gonna come in and like we say at the BreakZone, it's gonna get some work done. Let's bring up that card again for all of our viewers who wasn't here when we talked about this card earlier in our stream. One of the newer Opus 5 cards, just very, very strong. Really enjoy seeing a card like this being made. So Orphan came in and went ahead and doled both of those forwards. Didn't get the extra freeze there. He didn't have 5 ice characters out, though he was able to get a point of damage.
Oh, he
Would
did.
you have waited?
He does. That's 5.
And 5? Oh, okay.
Including himself. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So he has Dull Frozen, 2 effective blockers, and Setzer went through for 1 damage. Now Max plays the Mira
Into
a Schrodinger. Look at the top card, being a forward, letting him draw the card.
And he's going to play the
a
Green
dragon.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of
And
cards being
berries.
slung over on Max's end. I like
Goodness.
it. I like it. That's a lot of monsters just dropping by, and the mirror just there to hang out and making sure that these monsters are going to stick around for a little bit.
Yeah.
That is a very, very aggressive and very strong positional play here on Max's end. He's going to play into that Genesis. He's going to Dull Freeze that. The mirror is going to swing in with the
Orphan.
and he's going to freeze the Realm, and he's going to swing in with the Setzer, and just like that, we got 2 guys, 2 forwards frozen, and if that Genesis keeps attacking, if that Orphan keeps attacking, things are gonna get frozen constantly here. So
But keep in mind, while Max does look like he's a little bit behind
He is
with
not.
the
He's-
Cognasso that he drew
he
previously.
can easily wipe the board with that, and a Scholar that's out in play right now. He's just loading up his water characters here. That Cagnato is gonna just wreak havoc on that entire board. And there you go. Now that Gao comes in.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of things floating around on Max's
Gao
side.
is 1, 2, 3, 4, 10,000.
Gao is 10,000. Holy
10,000.
smokes!
Yep, he's
Huge.
he can definitely block Orphan at that point.
He's definitely going
Yeah.
to block Orphan. Right now would be, if you have any type of tempo play, right now would be the great time to do that. Oh, it's going to let that damage go through, flipping over a Waka, which would have helped you tremendously here. Max is going to take that 4th point of damage, and he's going to take the Genesis damage and be forced to discard as well. So now he's at 5 points of damage. Picture 2, he's going to go ahead and he's going to freeze, and yet another forward. Which one? Yeah, he's going to freeze that Gao because it is 10k. And he's at 6 points of damage. Holy smokes. Justin is just not letting up here. He's going to keep that Summoner out and about, hopefully to counter anything. Nope, it looks like he's going to pitch that Genesis. And he's going to go and pass his turn. That Cagnasso needs to
It's
play
coming
now.
Cognasso is Scholar in play.
Yeah,
you know it's coming.
Scholar play. You know it's coming.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Minus 6 on the first time, and
minus
5
right.
on the second.
Right. He's going to go ahead and play that. Going to play that Cagnasso. It's going to be a minus 6. He's going to go ahead and bring that back to his hand. And he's going to go ahead and play that one more time, and he is going to wipe the entire board. Wowzers.
Yep. And
It's gonna
as Setzer went to the break zone, it selected Cognasso to be dull and frozen.
So he's going to swing. Hopefully he gets an EX first here. That might help him out. Justin's at 1 point of damage here.
Max is definitely living in the danger zone, sitting there at 6 points of damage.
Yep. Call him Maverick. He is in the danger zone right now. Oh, it's funny. He's going against Iceman. Maverick. Iceman.
Oh man.
Oh, man, for you 80s kids. Oh, good times. Looks like he's at 2 points of damage here.
He's deciding if he wants to swing in with that realm as well, but it looks like she's holding her back just to block.
Hopefully there's something that Justin can do, because when those things become unfrozen, it's going to be brutal.
I don't know if that's going to be enough now.
Yeah, because I think
he uses Realm's ability in order to make Schrodinger a forward.
Yep.
And Realm is dull frozen.
Yep. Wow.
And then Zalera.
He's gonna
Ooh,
Zalera.
That's
That's
pretty much the whole board.
That's pretty much everything there. Yikes.
Yeah. But he still has the green dragons around.
He does still have the green dragons around, but he can't overextend because if he does, he's going to lose the match.
Well, he has green dragons and he also has Tonberries. So
Tonberries, that's right. That's right.
That's not the worst. But now they're both sitting at 2 backups. But it doesn't take much for Mono Water to come back with this. I mean, if he gets another, I was going to say Gal, and there we go. If he gets another Gal in play, he can definitely. He's got a big forward out now, and that's going to be pretty effective. Does he even have a monster left in his break zone?
I don't know. He's gonna Tonberry something. He's gonna have a monster now.
There we go, and bring back the Tonberries afterwards. So that was enough for 6,000, and then he's gonna break it again, making it minus 8,000.
Yep. Oh, I'm hoping Justin's got a
tough.
little bit more. A little bit more juice than that. And
but I don't think he has any haste, so it's not going to come off as a surprise. So Kuja, while normally is a great finisher, Max does have the counter to it by having the green dragons around.
He's going to go ahead and Mirror Web. And is Max going to continue playing, pressing any type of advantage he has right now? He needs to get back into the board state.
I think right now it might not look like he's in full control, but he is not that far behind. He could always pitch a card and activate the green dragons.
Do I see what he just drew? Is that the game?
Even if he had something to dull things down, let's say that he has Shiva, as long as Max has at least 2 cards in his hand that are water.
He's going to go ahead and dull.
He's going to pitch a card. Make a green dragon a forward and block with it.
Right.
Or at least he should. That would be the expected play in my mind, at least.
Right. Oh, that 0-3 Shiva's gonna throw a wrench in this plan right here.
I gotta say that Zalera. Wow, that
Zalera was awesome.
Yeah. Okay, there goes green dragon as a blocker. Wait. Then he has to.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Gonna go ahead and dole that down.
Lobbyists. And then he's gonna do this. Go ahead and make the other green dragon a forward now. And trade.
Wow. I would have waited until I got another card, so I can play that Shiva too, and win the game. Waited another turn. Oh, might have been a 1 turn premature on that one.
So perhaps
all that just
we'll
to trade.
Wow. But Max
is going to take that point of damage.
Max is still in the danger zone. He wants to play forward, but he still wants to have the ability to turn Green Dragon into a forward as well.
No, it looks like he's going to turn him into a forward now.
Oh, I am surprised.
And swing for that 4th point of damage here. Actually, it's kind of helping Justin here. Neither of those cards are super duper useful for him right now.
So let's see.
I think he drew into a Zalera. He might be able to Zalera. Oh, yikes.
I mean, I think at this point, Justin is worried about running out of steam. He has to be careful about how he uses his cards and his CP.
Exactly. Both of the Shiva and Zalera right now are super, super important for him. He doesn't really want to get rid of that right now. I can swing with that. Gal, who is pretty big.
So now also keep in mind that with the Cleon out by Max, Shiva and Zalera are going to be tougher to pull off. You're going to have to find ways to break that Cleon before you want the summon that you want to play to actually go through.
Oh, and just like that, we're tied at 6-6, and that is match. Wow, Max comes back from
the danger zone.
From the danger zone, man. It's Maverick versus Iceman here at the Crystal Cup in Boston, and as just like the movie, Maverick ends up winning. That is an interesting match. He was down 6-0.
That was a quick 6 too.
That is a very, very quick 6, and it just looks like Justin just kind of ran out of gas a little bit. Yeah, just ran out of gas just a little bit, and I
mean, now he almost had it, but Max just had the right answers.
That one turn where Max just kind of unloaded an entire hand of cards. was
Which time?
right.
More than one turn of that.
And you as a player who plays against water, you know when they're loading up on water characters that a certain turtle is coming out.
You know, you play against water, and you don't see that it's a water splash. It's just mono water. You have got to go like 0 to 100 real quick. Like you've got to go for the win. Letting them load up on backups, and in this case, monsters, especially as ice. You're gonna face down green dragons, and your foes are kind of
you're
small.
gonna face down green dragons.
Oh my gosh,
your guys
like
are too small, and he just. I felt like had Justin waited one more turn to draw another card, he would have been able to Glacius and Shiva and go for the win.
Perhaps, but keep in mind that Max on that turn also played a Cleone.
Oh,
and so that would have stopped it. So
that Cleone.
As we talked about it in the previous matches, that do you want to give your opponent another turn to hopefully draw the right answers? And in this case, he decided that it's better to just go for it now.
Right. Knowing that even afterwards, he still drew the right answer. So, hindsight being 2020, he made the call the best that he could. It's a very strong match. I like the aggression that he was able to sustain. Actually, as an ice player, you don't really get that aggression all the way through. I was kind of questioning whether or not you would have kept a card like Renoa. You know what I mean? And he really tried to use those Genesis very, very well, and I thought he did a pretty good job of doing that. However, sometimes that dull freeze just wasn't enough.
I think
so many threats out.
Even with the Renoa, it wouldn't have been enough because Max's deck is actually specifically with the green dragons is tailored to take care of such things like that. Like, hey, you're going to O3 Shiva, dull 2 of my forwards. Guess what? One of my monsters is going to turn into a forward after you do that.
Right.
You're going to break your Shiva. You're going to break your Renoa. You're going to dull down all my forwards. Guess what? My green dragon is not a forward right now, but he will. It will be when I need it to be.
Exactly. And I think that's one of the positives about playing like a mono water monster deck is because you get past a lot of those. Break all forwards. Even though that Zalera was amazing.
Goodness.
That Zalera was amazing.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Was it Gal,
Realm, Lena, something.
Kag.
Okay. Just all of them, just gone. Great play there, but at the same time, those monsters are still there. You're not getting rid of them, and even though that wiped his board, you're still not super salty about it because you still have options.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like that. I think that was a strong play on Justin's end, but at the same time, Maxwell was like, you know what? I'm okay with that. It's cool.
What's really amazing is to watch a competitive player be comfortable going up to 6 damage and still like, you know what?
The danger zone,
I'm
man.
still good.
The danger zone.
I still got this.
He's still got
so many plays. Don't some people would buckle under the pressure and start, okay, I just need to do anything to stop the bleeding.
Right.
But Max was well in control of his emotions. He played it calmly and all the way through.
Yeah, I like that. He kept the level head, stayed at 6-0, was able to kind of grind back, get board control, double Kagnat, so you know it's coming anytime you play a mono water deck.
Especially with a Scholar out.
Exactly. You know they're going to play that when the Scholar drops. It's like, okay, I'm going to have to go really, really fast, try to get you as soon as I can, because that Kagnatsu, that little turtle, is going to come back and it's going to crush everything. Yeah. So it was a really, really strong play. Both of these players just kind of battling it out. And we've seen a lot of that, though. We've seen a lot of players getting really aggressive and then stalling out.
I mean, somebody has to. That's kind of the way it goes. Somebody stabilizes, the other person goes over and they go over the top eventually.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, that's just a great match. Thank you guys again for joining us here at the BreakZone as we cover Square Enix's Roads to Nationals here at the Crystal Cup event #1 for Boston. Big shout out to them. They've thrown an amazing event. It's all the glitz and glamour of big events, and that we're just happy to be a part of it. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for tuning in. We're going to go take a quick break before we jump on to our round 4. So go ahead and stick around. We'll be chatting to you guys through the chat here on the YouTube stream. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to type them out. We'll be here to answer them for you. So stay tuned for round 4. Once again, I'm JT.
And I'm Lawrence.
And we'll catch you guys in a little bit.